Hey guys, it's Pops again, and I've got another cool story for you. This one's called The Gift of Life. Terry Schaefer wanted to buy her husband David something special for Christmas. She dared not tell him what she had in mind, for this particular something was very expensive. If you've ever wanted to surprise your own husband or wife with a gift that you couldn't really afford, you'll want to know the rest of the story. It was September 1977. That's when Pops graduated high school in June of 1977. Terry Schaefer is strolling the shops in Moline, Illinois. At a little shop on Fifth Avenue, Terry goes inside. She knows what she's looking for. Her eyes dart eagerly around the shop until they come to rest on a corner display. Terry smiles, walks over to the counter. The shopkeeper looks up, returns her smile. It's for her husband, Terry explains. It would be a wonderful surprise. The shopkeeper, nodding, agrees, says this is the very latest, assures her it would be a most appropriate present. How much? Asked Terry. It's hers, he says, for $127.50. Terry's smile kind of faded into quiet disappointment. Her husband David is feeding and clothing them both on a policeman's salary. It is simply too much money. Yet she does so much want it for him. Then an idea occurs to her. If the shopkeeper would be so kind as to save it for her, to put it away, then perhaps she could pay for it little by little and pick it up before Christmas. The shopkeeper studies Terry's hopeful expression. No, he will not put it aside for her. Neither will he let her leave the store without it. He will gift wrap it for her now, he says. She will take it with her, and she can pay him later. Terry just can't be more grateful. She shakes the gentleman's hand, keeps thanking him over and over, telling him how delighted her husband will be. The shopkeeper says it's nothing, and that's that. Now it's Saturday, October the 1st. Terry's husband, Patrolman David Schaefer, working night shift, gets a call on his police radio. A drugstore robbery is in progress. Officer Dave arrives on the scene just in time to observe the suspect getting into his car, starting the engine, speeding away. Dave switches on the sirens, takes out after the suspect. 3 blocks later, the getaway vehicle pulls over to the side of the road and stops. Dave gets out of the patrol car, approaches the suspect, who is still seated behind the wheel. Now, Officer Dave is standing about 3 feet from the driver's door. The door flies open. The suspect produces an automatic pistol, fires once, sending a .45 caliber slug into Dave's stomach. At 7 a.m., another patrolman comes to the door of Officer Dave Schaefer's home. Wife Terry Schaefer answers. Carefully, calmly, the policeman explains what has happened to her husband. The night before, Dave was pursuing a robbery suspect. He had been shot. And as the officer details what's happened to Dave, Terry Schaefer is thinking how glad she is that she did not have to wait until Christmas to give her husband the present, how glad she is that the shopkeeper had been willing to let her pay for it later. For otherwise, Dave, shot at point-blank range with a devastatingly deadly .45 caliber pistol, would surely have died. Instead, he was now in the hospital, not with a gunshot wound, but with a bruise. Christmas had come early this year, and Dave had with him the gift of life his wife could not wait to give him, his brand new bulletproof vest. And now you know the rest of the story. Love you guys. Bye-bye.